along, then I'll still be able to order when I get off the air.
Yes.
So thank you for thinking of me.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. I only think about you.
You're a giver.
So I'm going to walk over there and figure out what we could do for the next, we have...
You know, I know. You know what's so funny about that?
41 minutes left in the hour.
Because Andrew, obviously,
Plus, even with our shows,
I know.
To talk about not scripted, the lineups for the shows, I'll generally send them to Jenny and Amy, who handle the lineups.
She's giving you the eye.
Sometimes as little as a half hour before the show. Again, I like the shows to be live. I mean, I'm already prepared. I don't need to do anything differently to prepare. So it's really about responding to questions out there, putting products that are more topical, that are more timely, and make the shows interesting.
Absolutely. Okay, well, so
I'll be right back.
You do what you have to do. I'll do what I have to do in the meantime. Actually, what's so funny about that, Andrew's actually trying to determine the amount of time that we can actually spend on our today's special that's coming up in a few moments, just because it has been so wildly popular today. So let me do the official word. This is cinnamon, and I think a lot of us out there, kind of like turmeric, I think if you love to cook like I do, we're familiar with cinnamon, but this is not like the cinnamon that you put in your coffee or on your oatmeal, although you could do that. You could put it in a smoothie, and you could put it on Andrew's ultimate oatmeal. So I'll get back to that in a moment. What you do need to do, though, is be aware this is one of the most limited items that we have over the course of this 2-hour shows. In fact, we have only a couple hundred bottles available in each individual size of choice. So we have the 30, the 60, the 120, or the 240. Big savings. If you are someone like me, this is another one I take absolutely every single day. And when it comes to blood sugar management, I think that's an area of concern in my family. Again, it's not a drug or, or cure or treatment for anything, but in our family, that is an area of concern. Just as I always say, we need to make an effort.
There's no doubt, I think it might have been Hippocrates that said, let thy food be thy medicine. He said all sorts of brilliant things that are attributed to him. But ultimately, what we can do with our diet is remarkable in terms of, say, weight loss, obviously, in terms of type 2 diabetes, in terms of blood pressure issues. So we have some very powerful tools at our disposal in terms of our diet to work with our doctors to accomplish our healthy goals. Cinnamon is just one of those natural tools to help us deal with something that's become a more significant problem with each advancing year and with our society's advancing waistline. So it's something that I had been requested ever since I started making supplements. I was always requested, do you have something that helps with, say, blood sugar management, with maintaining healthy blood sugar levels or healthy insulin metabolism? And the answer was beyond a multivitamin, which gives the components necessary for those kinds of healthy biochemistry within our body, nothing specific. And that was until a number of years ago, we introduced our standardized extract of cinnamon. And that's when the response to that question changed. And even when I look at my numbers, and I'd like to frequently test myself and look at my numbers, and they've only improved, and my numbers were already good. They've already only improved, meaning that my healthy balance has become healthier as a result of using, as much as I could tell, as a result of using this product. And if you read the reviews on this product, I think, again, it's one of those products that's almost unanimously positively reviewed.
Yeah, it is. In fact, 4.7 star customer pick rating. I mean, that's
when you
huge.
look at the math that's involved, if someone leaves a 1-star review because their product was delivered damaged,
right, yes.
all of a sudden we need like 18 5-star reviews or 15 5-star reviews, still average 4.7. So again, it's a product that delivers. It's a small capsule. And what's nice, it still smells like cinnamon, even though it's not intended to be a cinnamon spice. I'll open a capsule and put it on my oat bran or oatmeal. Muriel will open it and put it on her little cappuccino that she'll make at the house,
yeah.
her soy latte, whatever she makes at the house. And so it's standardized extract for the most important protective compounds in cinnamon, but it still preserves the cinnamon bark, that wonderful smell and fragrance of cinnamon.
Absolutely. Well, I see the games are afoot. Do we have time to talk about a few more things over at this?
I think what we'll do quickly is I just wanted to do briefly, this evening we'll talk about our monthly specials. We were going to do about it in these 2 hours. So the